This is the new ZHIYUN B series cob lights, the new standard for entry-level to prosumer studio lighting. It is small, it is light, it is easy to use and set up, and they have a range of wattage from 100 to 500 to choose from. And it has a bow and mount, so it can cater to all possible shooting scenarios. I have been loving testing these lights so much that I want you to experience it as well. So I am giving away one of these lights to one of you guys. All I have to do is watch to the end of the video, and I'll be giving instructions on how to join this giveaway. Full disclosure, ZHIYUN sent me these lights to review, to test, to give my opinions on, but they do not have any input on what I will be seeing, and all the thoughts and opinions about these equipment is mine and mine alone. Hi, I'm Jong. I am a portrait photographer and nightlife videographer based in Brooklyn, New York by way of Manila, Philippines. And yes, ZHIYUN is known for camera and mobile phone stabilizers, but they have been killing it in the lighting game as of late. They have the X and C series lights that are ultra portable, where the body of the light is almost just as big as your mobile phone. They also have the G series. They're also ultra portable, more of a square form factor that has a very high light output. And the B series is more back to the traditional form factor for studio lights, but they're able to make these extremely compact, almost 1/4 the size of other competitors, with their DynaVort Mark V cooling system technologies. So that cooling system technology allows them to integrate the power supply and all of its components in the light itself. So you don't have to have a bigger case for the light to allow heat to dissipate. And you also don't need an external power supply, because you know, some lights, even this one that I'm using right now, has a power supply in their AC cord to be able to regulate and provide power to the light itself. So first impressions on the light itself, it is made out of plastic. It's not the most premium feeling plastic, but it's also not cheap. You can really see the details on how they crafted this particular light. They have very simple controls, just two knobs, one for the temperature of the light and the other one will be for the intensity. There is a small screen in the back to indicate, again, the power and temperature of your light, and the AC port as well as the light switch is down here at the bottom, tucked away, so it's not dangling in the back, because I always found that a little bit ergonomically unsound as well. And in the off chance that you might snag on the cord, you might trip on it, it being at the bottom makes it a lot easier for it to detach more safely. And you might also ask, because the DynaVort system does have 3 fans, is it noisy? Luckily it's not. I tested the B100 for a little while. I put it into full power and let it run. After a while, the unit will start to get warm, and that's when the fans kick in. And even with the 3 fans running, the sound was very soft. I was filming that with my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 with the onboard mic, but I was literally an inch away from the fans and we could barely hear anything. Good audio is equally as important as good video, so you want to make sure that your lighting implements does not cause any additional hum or noise on your set. As aforementioned, it has a bow and mount. You have 3 distinguishable slots where you can slide in your bow and mount light modifier. Very easy. There is premium craftsmanship with regards to this particular product. You can really see it in the small details, particularly on the locking system. The light mount lock right over here is well designed with ergonomic grips, so you can secure the light on the light stand properly. You also have a dedicated umbrella slot. Small details like a red band around it so you can see it a little bit better even in the dark. And this light angle mount is the one where you can pull and recenter, realign before you tighten the knob again. You can always angle the handle in a way that you can tighten it even if it's up here near the body of the light. The box that it comes with only has a few things in it. You'll have the light itself, of course. You have this silver reflector that not only directs your light a little bit better, but it also intensifies the light that comes out of the unit itself, and the AC cord. Apart from the control dials, you can also control the light via the upcoming K1 remote controller. I don't have that yet, so I won't be able to test it, but I am actually loving controlling it through the ZHIYUN Vega app. Connecting it is super easy. As long as your lights are on, your app will be able to detect it via Bluetooth. I've already connected the B100, but let's connect the B300 together. Once you open the app, all you have to do is add a device, and it'll search all the lights that you may have not connected to the app yet. So right now, the Molus Z397BA is the B300 that I have here. I'm gonna add that. And now I have my Z1 and my Z3. So the Z1 is the 100 and the Z3 is the 300 watt light. You can control them individually. So from here, I'm gonna raise the power of the B100 to, let's say, 30%. Look, I am now blown out. Let's bring it back down. So I had it at 5%. And I can also control the B300 individually. Boom. Now that's just 30%. That's how strong we are. I want my light to be at 5500 Kelvin because that is daylight, but the app also has presets in terms of Kelvin temperature. So you can hit daylight and it'll pump it up to 5600 Kelvin, tungsten at 3200, a modeling light at 33,500 Kelvin, a dice parisium lamp, a little cooler, fluorescent, even more cool at 6,000, sunlight at 6,500 Kelvin, and a xenon lamp at 6,200. So let's go back. Daytime 600. I like it at 5,500 Kelvin. Maybe drop this all the way down to 1% because it is too bright. Then from here at the control center, I can simultaneously control both lights because I have grouped them under Jong. So if I want them to be both consistent, do that. I can turn them both simultaneously, turn them on simultaneously as well. So this becomes really handy if, for example, you have the lights set up a little bit farther away. As long as it's plugged in and turned on, you can control them with your app. You don't have to walk up and finagle with the switches. The Vega app is very powerful, particularly if you are in the ZHIYUN lighting ecosystem. You can add multiple lights, control them from your phone so you don't have to be walking up to individual lights, and you can also kind of see how the output from a better vantage point. The innovation of ZHIYUN goes beyond just the DynaVort cooling system. Color accuracy is immensely important, particularly when you're a professional. You want to be sure that the numbers that are reading out from your screens is actually the light that is coming out. ZHIYUN has true wattage listed on these particular lighting units. So when it says B100, 100 watts, it is a true 100 watt light. This is a 300 watt light, so it is a true 300 watt light. Many other lights use more of like an approximate or the closest number to as their listed wattage, and some even just not the number at all. You really have to check the calibration of your lights so that you can be accurate when you're dialing in your lighting. Personal experience, I'm a long-time user of Alien Bs. I had a couple of B800s. For the longest time, I thought they were 800 watt lights. When I actually looked into the product specs, it was actually more 320 watts. All these ZHIYUN lights will have a 95 plus CRI or color rendition index. That's very, very good. Film and studio light industry standard. And you can dial in the color temperature anywhere between 2700 to 6500 Kelvin. Because of their design and technology, they're able to make this a lot smaller than other competitor lights at a very, very competitive price. As an example, the B100 can be compared to the Amaran 100X. They're both 100 watt lights. They're both in the range of $230, $250. The ZHIYUN is a little cheaper, but this body is 1/4 of the Amaran 100X. It's also a pound lighter. So the ZHIYUN B100 is around 2.5 pounds. Then the Amaran will be a little over 3 pounds. The studio light that I started with, I hold it very, very dear to my heart. My Godox SL60 is literally almost 3 times as large as this B100 unit. It's also half as powerful and a lot heavier. Not to mention, the ZHIYUN B series has a lot more control in terms of temperature and light output. Just wireless control on the app, which my Godox SL60 does not have. So the B series comes in 4 different wattages: B100, 200, 300, and 500. The B100 and 200 comes in approximately the same case. There will be 2.5 and 3 pounds respectively. And this lighting body is 5" by 7" by 6". So super small, and that's including the stem. The B300 and B500, because they're a lot more powerful, needs to be in a slightly bigger case. They'll be 5.5, 6 pounds, a little on the heavier end. And on the size of the body, it's going to be 9" by 7" by 6", including the stem. A lot more compact than comparable brands in their wattage, slightly lighter, and actually much cheaper. You really have to consider the B series if you are starting to build your arsenal of studio lighting equipment, or if you're looking to upgrade your current studio lighting to something that is a lot more accurate, a lot more compact, still with strong output, with also a variety of range of wattages depending on your needs. All right, giveaway time. Drop a black heart and a blue heart in the comments, and I will pick one lucky winner to get one of these lights, B100 or B300. Depending on what you need, I'm happy to send it to you guys personally. Also, let me know what studio lights are you using. What do you like about them? Let's exchange notes. Let's continue that discussion. That's it for this video. I really do hope you guys consider the ZHIYUN B series cob light. I think they're fantastic. I will be definitely flying this in my studio setup permanently. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.